I'm cooking, we're making Eggwitos, which are a homemade breakfast burrito that I batch cook and put in the freezer for the family. So what I use to make the Eggwitos: fresh eggs, onion, garlic, Pablanos for the husband since he loves them, from the garden. They were fresh and we froze them, and so it saved them just for this moment. I'm using turkey sausage links that I'll brown up, cut down, add it, a little bit of milk for the scrambled eggs, some olive oil to keep the scrambled eggs from sticking to the pan, or you can use canola oil or a little bit of butter, whatever you have on hand or what your preference is. For seasonings, I use a little bit of salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then I'll use salsa and shredded cheese to put on top of them before we bake them. Let them cool and then put them in the freezer. So go ahead and stay with us. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take the sausage that we have and we're going to work on getting it browned down, and then we're going to work on the scrambled eggs and getting them scrambled up as well. All right, they go on medium heat, and I'm going to get a lid and cover them until they're nice and brown. All right, so for the scrambled eggs, what I do is I take the eggs and I go ahead and crack them into a small bowl first, just in case there is an egg that's bad, that has went bad. That way you're not dumping a bunch of them in here at one time. So if you have 3 eggs in here and you find a bad egg, you would rather throw that out, and then let's say you have 3 dozen already in the bowl, so you don't have to waste your egg. So this is just an extra step that can save a lot of time and heartache.
We did get a double.
Double.
I don't want them dinosaur eggs.
Last egg, so this is egg number 40. And let's see what it is. There it is, double. And this is what we got. 40 eggs. Now I used what was in the basket. My goal was at least 3 dozen, so we're 4 over, which is perfectly fine. All right, sausages looking good, but they still need to brown up a bit, so we're going to keep them in here so they get nice and golden brown. All right, time to get the onion and the couple cloves of garlic chopped up. All right, so next I'm going to go ahead and get the eggs whisked up real good. Just trying to get them beat down, but not too much, but you want them beat down so that you can do scrambled egg. We'll add some milk and some seasonings to it. That's not bad. So we'll go ahead and add some seasoning. So I'm going to start with garlic. I love garlic powder. So I'm going to add a decent amount. And like I said, it's to your liking. Garlic. And I do like a lot of black pepper. So we'll add ground black pepper. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some onion powder. There you go, a couple shakes. And then just some salt Now I'm not gonna add a lot of salt because we don't eat a lot of salt, but it is necessary in cooking, so I'm just gonna add just a little bit. Stir it all together. Oh, there's the yolk. Just want to make sure that you get them broke down, that we can get a good creamy scrambled egg. All right, and then we're gonna add just a little bit of milk, just to help with the creaminess and to help cook it. So if I had to guess, that's probably maybe around half a cup of milk. And you can see how it's getting folded in there. And it helps create a creaminess. All right, so we're gonna add the onion and garlic to the scrambled egg mix with, which is just the egg scrambled down with some milk and some seasonings. So we'll add the onion, the garlic, and then the Pablano peppers. All right, and some Pablano peppers. Oh, they smell so good. This is gonna give them such a good, full-bodied flavor. It'll help. And then I just add, and just stir them. Don't have to be perfect. All this to your liking. If you want more garlic or onion, peppers, a different pepper, tomatoes. If you even wanted to add your salsa right now, I've done that a few times, added my salsa to this and cook it down. But I like adding the salsa as a topping before cooking it with the cheese. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take the sausages and chop them up. They got browned up real good. Give them a quick little chop. Throw them in the bowl over here. All right, so for our scrambled eggs, I have a pan right here with a little bit of oil to coat the bottom of it. It's been warming up. I'm just gonna take some of our scrambled egg mixture, put it in there, keep it stirred. I'll add just a little bit more. There we go. Then I'm gonna keep this stirred so it keeps them light and fluffy. And I'd rather do a little bit at a time instead of trying to do a bunch, because once you try to do a bunch in that pan, or in any pan, it's gonna stick and it's gonna become a nightmare. A nightmare. So just a little bit at a time, it'll be over in no time. All right, so the scrambled eggs are done to my liking, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this bucket right here, so that way they have a way to cool off as I'm cooking the next batches, and then we'll assemble our Eggwitos with our sausages. Alright, so our scrambled eggs are now done. They're in this container cooling off. Turkey sausage is right here. So we're going to wait till the eggs cool off, and then we're going to combine the turkey sausage with the eggs, stir it up real good, and then I'll show you how to go ahead and assemble the Eggwitos for the stove. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the oven preheated to 350 degrees. There we go. And then we're going to go and assemble our Eggwitos. Okay, so we're going to mix the turkey sausage in with our scrambled egg mix. So I'm just going to dump it in there. Give it a nice stir. And then we're going to go ahead and assemble our Eggwitos. So just take a tortilla, just a flour tortilla, and I'm just gonna put a decent amount. Get it spread out. And then what I like to do, put a couple of spoonfuls of salsa and some cheese. Just any shredded cheese will work. Put you some on there. And then fold them up. And then I just lay them on a baking sheet. There's 10 of them on our cookie sheet. And we're gonna go ahead and stick them in our preheated 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. They'll be golden, but not too golden, and you'll be able to tell by the smell. Because we're gonna bring them out, let them cool, come to room temperature, and then we have to freeze them for an hour before we can put them in our bags, so that way they don't stick together. They've been in there about 17 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and pull them out. All right, you see how they're kind of getting the golden color to them? That's absolutely perfect. Now we're gonna let these cool off, all the way off. And we have 2 more trays to go ahead and cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull another tray and get them in the oven. All right, batch number 2. Coming out of the oven. Ooh, those look nice, yes. Batch 2 coming out. And so I'm pulling out the last batch of our Eggwitos. So this is batch number 3. Ooh. So here's our final batch, Eggwitos. And so this makes a total of 26 Eggwitos. So we turned 40 eggs into 26 Eggwitos.
Sorry folks, I'm getting into these things. I got me some sriracha and I'm getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and golden. Delicious. Eggwitos. Best breakfast burrito.
McDonald's can go to hell with that. This is way better.
Yeah. And look at the size of those things, man. That is not just a tiny, that is so filling. So the Eggwitos have been cooling off to room temperature for about an hour, and they're cool to the touch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a tray and we're gonna stick them in the freezer for about an hour. And like I said, about a good hour. That way they get nice and frozen solid. And then that way we can take them off the trays, put them in freezer bag, and then put them back in the freezer without them sticking together. Last batch. Third tray. The Eggwitos have been in the freezer a little bit over an hour now. We're gonna take them out and put them on the table. going to take the Eggwitos that just came out of the freezer. They're nice and solid, cold, not super hard. And then I'm just going to take them off the tray, transfer them to a freezer bag. And it's already labeled what's in there. Get these in here as quick as possible. Fill this up the bag. That one's sticking just a pinch. Got baked on there. Here's our haul of Eggwitos. There's 24 here. We're getting ready to put them in the freezer. If you like hanging out with us, enjoying the recipe, please like, comment on the video, share, and subscribe to the channel for more.
Bad Christian.